You guys, today's video is going to be so much fun. I don't even think you are prepared. So today's video is in collaboration with the one and only Julia Adams. Julia is definitely one of my favorite YouTubers to watch. She is so lovely and calming and talented. Like, the looks that she pulls out are insane. We have collab before. I believe our last collab was like a couple months ago, and recently I reached out to Julia and I was like, hey girl, I have an idea. Actually, it wasn't even my idea, it was one of your ideas. I was on Instagram live one day and somebody said, hey, I would love to see you do a collab with Julia Adams where you buy each other makeup. So basically what we did is we bought each other a full face of makeup from Sephora. We gave each other a budget. The budget was, I believe, $350 Canadian, which is definitely a healthy budget. I will say I went over budget for the makeup that I bought her, which I really tried not to, but I couldn't help it. So I have this Sephora box right over here filled with the makeup that Julia picked out for me. I have absolutely no clue of what's in here. And not only did we buy each other a full face of makeup, but we also filmed ourselves purchasing the makeup for each other. And so on my video today, you're gonna be able to see the shopping process for the makeup that I bought for Julia. And then on her video, you're gonna be able to see the process of the makeup that she bought for me. So if you wanna see Julia's shopping process for me, as well as the look that she's gonna create with the products that I bought her, the link is down below to check her out. This video is gonna be long enough, so without further ado, let's get into the shopping experience. So it is time to shop for Julia's full face of makeup, and when I tell you I have been fully preparing for this portion of the video, like I have literally been studying Julia's videos. I've been taking notes. I really wanted to make sure that the products that I chose for her would, number one, work for her, obviously, and number two, I wanted them to be new in her collection. I didn't want to get her stuff that she already had. So Julia and I have very similar tastes in makeup, even though our skin types are actually completely different. I have dry skin, she has oily combo skin, but we tend to like a lot of the same products. And so I'm kind of just gonna pretend that I'm shopping for myself because I feel like we just kind of are on the same page in that way. So let's start off first with probably the hardest category, and that's foundation and concealer. Not only do I have to choose a foundation that's gonna work for her skin type, but I also need to choose the right shade. But because I'm smart, I looked back at some of her videos, looked at the shades that she used for some foundations that I'm familiar with, and I feel like we are actually a very similar shade in foundation. So again, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm shopping for myself. So I would love to get Julia a foundation that is about a medium coverage and gives a really nice natural finish. I feel like that's the safest way to go because I don't wanna get her something too dewy because I don't want her to not be able to wear it since she is on the more combo side. But I also don't wanna get her something too matte either because I do know that she doesn't really like a fully matte finish. So I think a foundation that actually would be really up her alley is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. This is actually one of my personal all-time favorite foundations. This has such a beautiful natural finish. It does not look heavy, it doesn't look cakey, and I actually think she's really gonna like this. So like I said, I really feel like we are similar shades. A lot of the foundations that she has, I have the exact same shade. So I think I'm just gonna get her the shade that I am in this foundation, which would be N32 Sand. This is a light beige with a balance of yellow and pink undertones, slightly more yellow for light skin. I feel like that's actually gonna match her perfectly. Should I pull up a picture of her face just to kind of like reference? No, I think we're good. I think I'm gonna add this to the basket for now. I have kind of a strange product that I had in mind that I have personally been a really big fan of lately, and I'm a little bit unsure if this is going to work for her because like I said, she does have more of an oily skin type, and this is a product that adds a lot of glow. However, I know Julia really likes the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. She uses that very, very often, so I know she likes a glow. So she may actually like this, but this could be a little bit of like a wild card. The product that I'm talking about is the Super Goop, not the Unseen Sunscreen, but the Glow Screen. This is one of their new sunscreens, and I'm obsessed with this. It has such a nice glow. The glow isn't crazy though. It's not gonna make your skin like sparkly or metallic. It just really makes you look like you have a nice natural sheen going on in your face, and I just love it, and I find it works really nicely as a base for underneath makeup. I mean, it does say here that it is a hydrating and specifically a makeup gripping primer, so I feel like it makes sense. Okay, let's move on to concealer. I'm not 100% sure what concealer I want to give her. I don't know if I want to give her a concealer that I haven't tried before that I want her to test out for me, or if I want to give her a concealer that I personally really love that I don't think she's tried, that I also want her to test out because I want to see what she thinks. So I was thinking of giving her the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. I love this. It's one of my favorite full coverage concealers. But when I was doing some of my research earlier, I actually saw that she mentioned this concealer as one of her least favorite concealers. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. We're not gonna do that. I do know that she likes the Kosas Revealer Super Creamy Concealer. And I really like that too. That is a really hydrating concealer. So if I'm going off of what I know she likes, I think she may be into the Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer. Sorry, this is one of my favorites. I've been using this guy for years. It's so hydrating, has a beautiful medium coverage, and I feel like she could really enjoy this if she likes the Kosas one. And as far as the shade, I think light would probably be best. So powder that I personally really want to try and that I also will be picking up during the VIB sale is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. It sounds interesting. It says that it is a weightless translucent powder, and I'm just really interested to see how this is going to perform. It's more of a light coverage powder. I don't really think she likes super heavy powders, so I think that this would be a good pick for her. I think I'm gonna get her 2N maybe. Now, one thing that I know about Julia is I know that she really, really loves cream and liquids just like I do. We're two of the same here. So I would love to get her some type of cream or liquid blush that maybe she hasn't tried before. The Danessa Myricks Color Fix Eye, Cheek, and Lip Cream Pigment sounds really beautiful. She has so many colors here. Oh my God. There's matte, metallic, and high shine finish. This is meant for the eyes, cheeks, and lips. I don't think I'm gonna go with this, but that does look like a really beautiful product. I kind of want to go back and purchase some of that myself. The Melt Cream blushes I'm personally really curious about, but I do know that Julia has actually tried these before, so I'm not gonna get that for her. The Say Dew Blush Liquid Cheek Blush. I think I'm gonna go with the shade Poppy because this looks like it is kind of a sun-kissed, sunburnt cheek color, and I know that's one of her favorite colors to wear. Okay, let's move on to bronzer. I know exactly what I'm getting her. I don't even need to browse or think twice. The Patrick Ta Major Sculpt Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in She Sculpted. This looks so gorgeous. I plan on picking this up myself during the Sephora sale. It is a cream and powder duo. So you have a powder bronzer and a cream bronzer. So I think I'm going to get her the medium shade. I think that'll probably match her perfectly. Since we are kind of sticking with creams right now for the cheeks, I think I'm gonna get her a cream blush as well. I would love for her to try a Danessa Myricks product because I'm just so curious about the brand. I wanna hear her thoughts on it. It is the Duet Hydrating and Highlighting Balm. It's a highlighting, hydrating face and body balm that creates a buildable wash of shimmer. This definitely looks really nice and glossy. I mean, look at that. By the way, we have a $350 budget and I am almost at $350, and I still have to get her lip products, mascara, and eye products. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that within $50. So I'm probably gonna end up going over budget here. So for eyes, I can't really get her a full-on eyeshadow palette because it's just gonna be too expensive and it's gonna bring me too much over budget. So I think I'm gonna have to get her some type of cream or liquid product. I don't even know how I even hesitated on this. I need to get her the Kosas Globe liquid shadow. She is going to be so obsessed with it. I don't think she's tried the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. I haven't heard her talk about it. So this is gonna be the perfect opportunity to give her one of these. Because Globe is so shimmery, I feel like I need to get her a matte shadow of some sort so that she has kind of like a base to work with. And one of my favorite matte cream shadows, because we are really going with the theme of creams today, are the Smashbox Always On cream shadows. They're so good and they last really, really well. They work great as bases. They work great on their own. So I think she could have a lot of fun with this. I know that she's tried these. I know that she has a couple of these shades. I've seen her use Olive. I've seen her use Sienna, which is a burnt orange. Olive is such a pretty shade. Oh my goodness. I think I want to give her Guava. because I think that this is going to really complement Globe and the cheek products that I got her. For mascara, I actually know exactly what I'm gonna give her. This is a new one that I have personally been really liking, and I don't think she's tried this. It's the Lancome Lash Idole Lash Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. I've been loving this. It lasts really well. It gives the lashes a really beautiful feathery look. I think she's really gonna like this. I need to figure out what kind of lip I want her to do. Either I do something really safe and I give her some type of neutral, which is not a bad thing, but it's maybe a little bit boring, or I give her a brighter lip. I kind of want to give her something that I know she's gonna wear often, because all these products that we're getting for each other are basically gifts for each other. And so I don't want to just get her something just to like get her something. I want to get her something that she's actually going to love and use. So I think more of a neutral shade would probably be best. And I kind of have this like golden, bronzy, neutral but peachy look in mind, so I think I want to go with that vibe. Ooh, this looks so pretty. Dior Addict Gloss and Dark Nude. Ooh, gorgeous, but it's $40, and yeah, that's a little bit expensive, so I think we're not gonna do that. You know what I think she would really like? One of my personal favorite lipsticks, the Fenty what is it called? Not the Mademoiselle Plush matte lipstick, the Slip Shine. These are really nice because they're sheer shiny lipsticks, and one of my favorite shades from this collection is Makeout Break. It's such a beautiful nude. This is considered a latte nude, and it's really nice and neutral, has a little bit of like a peachy undertone, so I feel like it would complement the other products that I got her. All right guys, I think that is actually everything. I went like $75 over budget, but it's okay. I'm gonna make this order, and I'm so excited for Julia to get everything, and I can't wait to see the look that she's gonna create. Okay, it's time to open up this package. Also want to mention we did not purchase each other any type of liner, so no lip liner, no eyeliner, and also no brow products. Okay, let's see what she got me. Why am I so nervous? Oh, I see so many goodies in here. Here's a little sneak peek of everything that's in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait, I think I see something that I may have just bought during the Sephora sale, and I also may have bought her during my shop with me. Okay. Let's start off first with the first thing that caught my eye, a foundation. And I actually have not tried this foundation before. It is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator, and she got me the shade 30 Light. It says that it's medium coverage up to 24-hour wear with kombucha, filtrate, and maracula oil. This just sounds really up my alley. I think Julia knows that I really like a more hydrating, light to medium coverage foundation, and I've been meaning to try this guy out, so I'm so excited that she got this for me. Oh my god, stop it. I got her this too. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder in 2N. I bought her this as well during my shop with me. We're obviously on the same page here. And I also got myself this during my Sephora VIB sale shop with me. Oh my god, this is such a throwback product. For the concealer, she got me the Sephora Collection Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. This actually used to be one of my favorite concealers back in the day. I used to use this all the time. I haven't used it in a really long time. She got me the shade 03. Looks a little bit light, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, a Danessa Myricks product. Okay, this is the Vision Flush Lip, Cheek, and Eye Color. Really excited that she got me a product from Danessa Myricks. I've been really meaning to try more products from this brand. Also, you guys have been asking me my thoughts on this brand, and during the Sephora VIB sale, I purchased 2 Danessa Myricks products. Thankfully, I did not purchase one of the Vision Flush products, so that's good news. Let's see what this is. This is so much fun. It's like Christmas. Ooh, okay. It's like a cream liquid blush, and this color looks absolutely beautiful. I love these types of shades. It's one of those like rusty coral shades, perfect for giving you more of like a sun-kissed look. And the shade is called Ballet Slippers. Ooh, oh my god. Okay, it's this is actually really funny because I had such a strong feeling that Julia would get me something from Melt Cosmetics, and I purposefully did not purchase anything from Melt during my Sephora VIB sale shop with me because I didn't want to risk getting one of the same products that Julia might have gotten me for this video. And she did get me one of the Melt Cream blushes. I'm so excited to try this out. I haven't tried any of the cream products from Melt, and I'm super curious about them. This one is in the shade Lynx. This is a really beautiful color. It actually complements this guy that she gave me really well. We got two products here from Say. We have the Dew Bomb Bouncy Marshmallow Highlighter. That sounds delicious. So this looks like it's going to be a cream highlighter. She got me the shade Rosy Gold. And then she also got me the Mascara 101 Thick Bold Lifted Lashes Mascara from Say as well. Also haven't tried this and really haven't heard much about this product. Ooh, we have a Beauty Bento Bouncy Matte and Shimmer Eyeshadow Trio from Kaja. She got me the shade Mocha Spritz. So there's three different colors in here. The first one on the top is kind of like a taupe with some pink shimmer. The second one is a matte brown. And then the third one is a matte plum. If my memory is correct, because for some reason I'm just blanking right now, but I am like 99% sure I also got Julia the Patrick Tab Major Sculpt Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I actually also just bought this for myself during my Sephora shop with me, which is hilarious. So I'll definitely be returning that. But she did get my correct shade. She got She Sculpted, which is the shade that I did purchase for myself. So fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to trying this out today. This is what she looks like. Ooh, these colors look so nice. Okay, then the last two products that are in here are two lip products. So she got me a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Superstar Lips Glossy Starlit Lip Looks in the shade Sexy Lip. And then for the gloss, we have the Kaja Gloss Shot Hydrating Lip Shine in the shade Honey Drizzle. Oh my God, that sounds so nice. I haven't tried any of these Kaja lip glosses. This color looks so beautiful. It is like the perfect pinky nude shade. All right, Julia, I think it's really safe to say that you killed it. She also told me that she was so nervous about the products that she picked out. I don't know why she was nervous, because every single product that I have here looks fantastic and it all looks very cohesive as well. It's really not easy picking like a full face of makeup and not really fully knowing what it's going to look like all together. It's kind of a bit of a guessing game and you just have to go off the photos from Sephora. So I think you did a fantastic job, Julia, and I'm so excited. Again, I'm saying it again, to put all this on my face. So let's begin. So we're going to start off first with the base, which means we're starting off with the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydro Maniac Tinted Glow Hydrator Foundation. Now, she did not get me any type of priming product, which is totally fine. I usually just like to go in with just a moisturizer and my skin is already freshly moisturized, so we're good to go. This shade match looks like it's going to be pretty much perfect. This is impressive, Julia. It really is. So the texture of the foundation is kind of a bit on the thicker side, like it's not running down my hand. I'm gonna go in with a foundation brush. This is just my Merit foundation brush. I'm gonna pick up some of the foundation and just start to buff it into my skin and see what kind of coverage it gives me. It's supposed to be a medium coverage. Okay, that little dollop that I had on the back of my hand very easily covered my entire face. This definitely has a pretty solid medium coverage and it's looking pretty good on my skin. There are a couple areas where I feel like it's kind of accentuating the dryness, especially on my nose. I find it looks a little bit dry, but besides that, it actually looks really nice. I can't believe the shade match that she got. It literally matches me pretty much perfectly. This does actually remind me a little bit of the It Cosmetics CC cream. I feel like in the texture and the way that it applied and the way that it's looking, it's giving a very similar effect. So now it's time to go in with the Sephora Bright Future Concealer. I'm gonna apply this in all the areas I would typically conceal. So right underneath my eyes, right in the inner corner, on the outer corner. And I'm also gonna highlight with this since this is a pretty light shade. Not gonna lie, it's definitely a little bit too light for me. I probably could go maybe like one full shade darker and I would be perfect. But yeah, it's a little bit light, but it's okay. We're going for a highlighted look today. I'm just gonna use the same brush just to blend that out. So here's what the concealer looks like. I feel like it's looking good. It's not like a super full coverage concealer. I would say it's probably about a light medium, but it's sitting nicely underneath my eyes. So now it's time to go in with the Dior powder. I want to just feel it first just to see what it feels like. So I can tell this powder definitely feels really nice and soft and silky to the touch. And when I swatch it, not a lot of powder actually kicks back onto my finger. So that just tells me that this isn't going to apply in a very heavy way, which is something that I do look for when it comes to a powder. So let's see what it's going to look like on the skin. I'm going to use my ColourPop F32 brush. When I go in with my brush, like no powder kicks back, which is always a good sign. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this underneath the eyes, on the cheeks, center of the face, pretty much everywhere. I really wanna get a good idea of how this powder performs. It looks good on the skin. I definitely don't have any complaints. I don't find that it's attaching to my dry patches or anything like that, but I'm in such a intense relationship right now with the Kosas Cloud Set that I feel like any powder that I try that doesn't quite compare just completely lets me down. Like this powder does look nice. It doesn't look super heavy, but it doesn't give the same like smoothing effect that the Kosas Cloud Set powder gives. So this doesn't really fully blow me out of the water, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what Julia thinks of this because like I said, I got her the same powder. Now let's move on to the cheeks, and it's time to go in with the bronzer. I'm so excited to try this. So like I said, this is the Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo in the shade She Sculpted. So this guy has a powder bronzer as well as a cream bronzer, so we're gonna be using both today. So I'm gonna go in first with the cream. I'm gonna pick it up with a brush. And I'm gonna apply this on my cheekbones, temples, nose, jawline. I really love the color of this cream. I find it really hard to find cream contour colors that have more of a cool undertone or even a neutral undertone. A lot of them lean very warm. And I find that this is really the perfect balance of cool and neutral. It gives the effect of a shadow, but it also doesn't look gray on the face. And I love the way this is blending too. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I just find that this is diffusing on the skin really easily. Whenever I try a new cream, I'm always a little bit nervous because they can go one of two ways. They can either apply beautifully, mesh into the skin, and look like skin, and that's one reason why I really love creams, or they can just be really finicky and annoying and not blend properly, and this is not the case with this product. It's blending beautifully. I can tell right away, you guys. I know I've had this on my face for 7 seconds, but I have a feeling that this is going to become a new bronzer contour staple for me. I just love this color and the way that it's applying. It just looks so good. I'm also going to take a smaller brush, pick up some of the cream, and contour my nose with it as well. Now I'm going to go in with the powder bronzer, and I'm going to use my Sigma HD Bronze F29 brush. As you guys can see, the shades are completely different between the cream and the powder. The powder is a lot warmer, so I find that the cream is kind of working to sculpt the face, and then the powder is working to warm up the face. I actually kind of like the fact that both of these formulas are meant to kind of do different things. If they were both the exact same shade, it would be a little bit redundant. So it's nice that you have the two different shades for the two different purposes. So Julia did get me 2 different blushes, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to use because they're actually both cream blushes. So I may just use them in 2 different ways so that I can get use out of both of them. So this is the Danessa Myrix blush. This color is gorgeous. It's really that perfect sun-kissed coral shade. And then the Lynx blush from Melt is also cream. And it looks to be a little bit lighter. And wow, the texture is very different. This is very, very emollient. Oh! And it's shimmery too. It has like a sheen to it. It almost looks copper on the skin. That's not what I expected at all. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Danessa Myrix one on the majority of my cheek and then just put a little bit of the Melt blush just kind of like on the apples to give a little bit of a glow, but I'm not going to put it everywhere. So starting off first with Ballet Slippers, I am going to just dot 1 dot on my cheek because it seems to be a pretty pigmented formula. And I'm going to use my Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes 05 brush and just start to buff this into the cheek. Oh my God, this color is beautiful. Yeah, you definitely do not need more than 1 tap for this product. It is very pigmented. That gave me full pigment on my entire cheek, and it's blending out very easily too. You know, sometimes with the Rare Beauty cream blushes, if you put 1 dot on your cheek and you try and blend it out, it sometimes leaves almost like a memory stain on your cheek, like where you first put that dot. That did not happen with this guy. It blended super easily, exactly how it should. This is such a gorgeous color, Julia. I'm so happy that you got me this. I'm going to use the shit out of this. Also, if you want to apply your blush in a little bit less of a risky way, because I find sometimes putting a cream blush directly on your cheeks and then blending it out can get a little bit dangerous, especially if it's a really pigmented formula. I would recommend putting it on the back of your hand first, kind of working it into your brush, and then applying it to your cheek. And you're gonna have a little bit more control that way. I'm just wild and crazy. I don't know what to say. Okay, gonna go in now with the Melt Blush in Lynx. Pick it up with my finger and just kind of dot a little bit of this on the apples of my cheeks just to give a little bit of a glow, and it's gonna give the cheek look some more dimension too. It's really pretty. Like I said at the beginning, these two colors really complement each other beautifully. That looks nice. It's not too metallic on the cheeks, but it does give a nice golden sheen. Okay, so now it's time to go in with the highlighter. This is the Say Dew Balm in the shade Rosy Gold. Ooh, this is a very thick formula. It's not what I expected at all. It's like barely coming out of the tube. Okay, I'm gonna just take a little bit of this. Oh, it's not as pink as I expected it to be. It's definitely more of a champagne pink than an intense pink highlighter. It's hard to kind of see, but I put it right over here. Oh, this is good. Okay, we're good. I was worried that this would be like a pink highlighter, but it's definitely more of a pink champagne. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones. See what that does. I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I actually am not 100% sure about that. I kind of feel like that didn't really do much. I actually kind of feel like this doesn't really give much of a glow. It gives a very, 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 very subtle sheen, but not really anything even noticeable. Like I feel like this sheen that was on my cheeks was already there when I applied my blush. Okay, so the face is pretty much done. Now it's time to move on to the eyes. I'm kind of thinking of doing some type of smoky eye. I want to put the brown all over my lid and then layer this sparkly shade on top of that, and then maybe deepen things up a little bit with the plum. I think that could be really pretty, so let's try that out. Okay, I'm gonna start off first with the brown shade, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the brown on this fluffy brush and just put it through the crease just to kind of bring it up a little bit and increase the smokiness. I like this brown though. I feel like it applied really nicely. All right, so you can see I have a nice little haze of brown all over my lids. So now I'm going to go in with the purple shade, and on the same flat brush that I just used, I'm gonna pick up some of that and just kind of put a little bit of this right towards my lash line, right on the outer corner, almost creating a little bit of like a wing shape, just to add a little bit of depth to this look. So right now I'm just placing the color, I'm not blending it. And then I'm gonna go back into my fluffy brush, just kind of sweep the brush over the color just to diffuse it a little bit so there's no harshness, but there's a little bit of that darkness right at that lash line to give the eye a little bit more shape. I do want this to be a smokier look, so I'm gonna go back into the purple shade on like a dense flat brush. This is a Sigma E55, and I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line. I haven't done like a super smoky look in such a long time. I've been like craving it. So this is the perfect opportunity. I really like a plum lower lash line, especially on brown eyes. I think it's so pretty. I'm just making sure that the plum on the lower lash line somewhat connects to the plum on the upper lash line so that there's no disconnect between the two. To finish off the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with the taupey pink. This color is so pretty. There's so much nice shimmer in here. And like I said, I'm gonna put it right on top of the brown, just layered on top just to add some nice shimmer and dimension here. Ooh, this is pretty. I really like this eyeshadow look. It's super simple. I like this little trio. I feel like all the shades performed really nicely and I really like the results. So now it's time to move on to mascara. But before I do that, I am actually just gonna quickly do my brows. I'm just gonna put a little bit of my Kosas Air Brow gel through my brows just to set them in place and also add some color to them. Okay, so now the mascara. This is the Say Mascara 101. This is a very small little wand, smaller than I'm used to. Whoa, that's what she said. I'm just gonna apply this to my lashes and we'll see what happens. I actually feel like this is a really good lower lash mascara because it is so spiky and small. I'm really able to get up in there. Is this like the first time on my channel that I did not get mascara all over my face while applying it? I think because the wand is so small, I was able to control it a lot better than usual, and it didn't go everywhere. So that's definitely a huge plus. Besides that, I'm really into the way that this made my lashes look. I feel like it made my lashes look very feathery and separated. It didn't really give them a ton of length or volume, but I really like the feathery look that it did give the lashes. The real test is to see how it's gonna wear throughout the day, so I will definitely update you guys. The very last thing that we gotta do is the lips. So we have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and then the Kaja lip gloss. This lip gloss, I'm so excited to put it on my mouth. But first I am gonna line my lips with just a little bit of lip liner. I'm gonna use something kind of light and neutral. This is the KKW Beauty lip liner in Nude 1.5. Okay, now it's time to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick that she got me in the shade Sexy Lips. I actually have never tried this color. Oh, nice. It's kind of like a sheer-ish, somewhat shiny lip balm. I like the way that feels. It's a very lightweight texture. So now it's time to go in with the gloss. Again, this is Kaja Honey Drizzle. I love that name. It smells like cake. Ooh, I like the wand too. It has a slight curve to it. It like hugs the lips. Oh my God. Oh my God. This color. And the texture. It tastes good. Feels so good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Tower 28 gloss formula, which I love. Feels very lightweight and kind of gel-like, not sticky. Julia, my friend, I think you did a fantastic job. I'm giving you a round of applause. Don't you guys think she did so good? So let me give you guys my high and my low for all of these products here. I would probably say that my favorite product that I tried today, this is actually very difficult because it's between the Patrick Ta bronzer, the Danessa Myricks blush in ballet slippers, and the Kaja lip gloss. I actually don't think I'm gonna be able to choose. You know what? I think I'm gonna go with the Danessa Myricks blush and ballet slippers. I just love the color. I love the way it applied. It's also my first time trying anything from Danessa Myricks, so that's exciting in and of itself. Although the gloss and the bronzer, they're up there. I would say the product that I was least impressed by was the Say Dew Balm. I just don't feel like it really did anything. Like, it gave me the most subtle of glows, and I'm not really for highlighters that don't do anything. If I'm gonna be applying a highlighter, I want it to give me something. And I love a natural glow, but it needs to give me a little bit more than just that. I'm so sad that this is over. I had so much fun doing this. Thank you so much to Julia for collabing with me. I can't wait to see the look that you create. I hope that you guys also enjoyed it. And if you want to see Julia's video and the look that she did create and also the products that I bought her, I will link everything down below. And if you're coming from Julia's channel and you enjoyed today's video and want to join the fam, I would love to have you, and I would love for you to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button, you guys, if you enjoyed today's video. All right, guys, that is it. I will see you in the next one. Bye.